I know we all teach our students to bow for respect, but we live in a Western society. They don't bow. We don't bow. We handshake or we fist bump or something like that. We have an initial greeting. It's definitely not a bow. It's typically the handshake. So let's talk about how to do a good handshake. What we want to avoid, we want our students to be aware of and avoid dismissive or throwaway greetings. For instance, you say hi to somebody and their response is, "How you doing?" You want to make sure that your students are on the hi with a smile side and not the how you doing side. We're trying to develop charisma in our students. Charisma is 50% competence and 50% warmth, or some ratio like that. If you're nothing but competent, think about Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook. Does not look like a very friendly guy. Contrast him with Elon Musk or Richard Branson. These guys are super wealthy, they're super competent, and they always lead with a smile. So that's a great lesson to learn from. The handshake is the staple greeting in our society. So let's make sure our students are comfortable with it and know how to execute it. We want to avoid a squared off, this kind of handshake. Instead, we want to turn our body to the side and blade it. It just looks more confident. Make good eye contact. We want to avoid the dead fish hand greeting that sometimes people do because they don't know how to greet. Make sure our students aren't in that category. We want them to be able to greet with confidence. So that means I step forward, looking right in the eyes, I'm smiling, and my body's turned to the side. Look at the difference. This is far more confident. Hi, I'm John Graydon. Do you live around here? Hi, I'm John Graydon. Have you ever been to this event before? Hi, I'm John Graydon. What school did you go to? Hi, I'm John. And you're not holding on to the hand the whole time you ask the question. So, hey, I'm John Graydon. Nice to meet you. Do you go to school around here? That would be a kid to kid or teen to teen. What school do you go to? What's your favorite subject? We'll have a list of initial questions that you want your students to actually memorize so that they have this in their arsenal. So again, the handshake, blade the body, firm handshake, make eye contact. Second part of this is to signal in advance what you're going to do. Because quite often, once you get into arm's range, one person goes to shake hands and the other guy goes to fist bump. And they collide. So outside of arm's range, make it clear what you're doing so that that awkward mismatch doesn't happen. So you can make that a connection. So again, firm handshake, blade, eye contact, smile. Have a question that makes them feel important. When you ask people about their life, it makes them feel important. And that's what you want to do in greetings. Make other people feel important to you. To practice this, have the students in groups of 3 or 4, and then one person greets and greets and greets. Goes down the line, the circle, whatever it is, with a different initial question at each station or for each student. And everybody does that. Or you could have the entire class line up and face each other, shake hands, ask the question, then shift to the left, shake hands, ask the question. What's really powerful about this is the students will learn each other's name and they'll start to get to know each other. So you're building bonds, which is critical for high retention.